working? There we go. Microphone is on now.
This is what happens when you let me control
I was trying
stuff.
to teach you how to do it, and you're just like click, 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 click. You don't even wait.
Hi. So how do I make it big?
You turn this off. So click on that.
This?
Yeah.
Hello.
I feel like I'm pushed over.
Yeah, me too.
No, you're like in the middle, dude. You're like good. It's just the camera's like over to your side more.
Hello, Trace and T from the car and Chelsea.
Wait, that's her name? T from the car?
She said hello from the car. Huh. And Chelsea and Captivated. Hello. Hello, Kerbo.
Dude, you can't go 30 seconds without burping.
You poisoned me.
With what? I didn't even make you anything.
You did. You made
Next
me
time,
that chicken thing that it wasn't real chicken, but it was fake chicken, and it gave me like agita.
Next time, make it yourself then. Don't ask me to make it. My watch is locked. Hold on. There we go. You big jerk face. Things look. I
like your shirt, Kivox.
Thank you. I like it too. I like your shirt, Meekachii.
I like when people do like their own renditions of like characters, and I think she just looks cool, even though she looks nothing like the character. It looks.
Who is it supposed to look like?
Chihiro.
It's 7 o'clock.
From.
It's 7 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen.
She has no face's face.
You have no face's face. So.
You get a haircut. He did like a week and a half.
Yeah, last
you
stream.
Had it last stream.
Last stream.
No one showed up last stream, so.
Yeah, didn't we end early?
Yeah,
we did.
Like
it was
30 minutes early.
It was an early stream, which was okay because I had stuff to do anyway. So when are we doing our book stuff? We got to do it this weekend.
I know.
Right? Yeah.
Hello, Enzo. I was trying to.
Well, we got the live stream on Sunday.
Yes.
Okay, so we could just do it after that.
We could.
We could do our book stuff after that. Okay.
I was trying to finish a book I started before the end of the month, but I don't know how feasible it's going to be.
I also have a book. I'm reading The Toll, so I think I got like
4 days left, but I have like 400 pages, 300 pages left.
I have like 5 hours. 4 hours?
How many hours do I have?
How many hours do I have? How do we sound, by the way?
Excuse me, 10 hours.
No, I have 4 hours, 11 minutes.
And that's with my speed.
At the speed I'm listening to. I like that they do that now.
I
do. Oh, you can still see it on the lock screen.
I know, yeah.
Which is, it will get patched to be updated.
Oh, the lock screen? I thought you meant like...
Yeah, if it's like paused, if it's playing there, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You can see it from the lock screen. It shows the regular time.
It also shows it here.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I like it. What are you listening to it at? Like 1.1 speed?
1.4.
You nerd. Just go to 1.5. Like, what's the difference between 4 and 5? Realistically.
I was here, but was painting my daughter something. Sounds good.
Painting her something? Oh, like painting something for her.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just like, what does that even mean? Cameron, why are you looking at me like that?
I've been like, I really want to finish this book, but I just don't think it's going to happen in 4 days. 10 hours is a lot in 4 days.
Well, you also work tomorrow.
I work tomorrow and
like an 8-hour shift. So.
Sunday we're busy all day and then work. So it sucks, but I think I'm going to have to finish this book in April. But I started a manga last night.
Oh, you started that one?
Tomie. Mm-hmm. It's pretty good. It's weird, but it's good.
I'm sure.
It's like a horror novel. I don't think it's like actually scary, but it's just like strange.
Yeah.
Hey! What was that?
The cat.
How y'all doing? Been a while since I've been able to tune in live. Hello, Andreas.
Hello. We moved. Did you guys notice?
Not literally.
No, house-wise?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean that. I meant we literally moved. The table used to be about a whole table's length.
You can't even tell, dude.
You can, because we're closer. We're closer now to this. We're trying to reposition things so we can do some stuff. And
look how fast the clouds are moving.
Your face.
It's like creepy.
The clouds always move that fast.
No, they don't.
Look at over there.
After I did the Kratos painting, she wanted me to paint the good dinosaur. I never saw
You
that.
have a daughter?
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I was thinking the same thing, but I was like, I don't want to say anything.
I didn't notice who said it. That's why I like now I realized I was just like, oh.
Kind of hard to tell, to be honest.
You're kind of hard to tell. You're kind of hard to tell. You're kind of hard to tell.
Okay, yeah. Mr. Sassy Pants.
I really want to play D&D now. I want to do it now. I think we're working on figuring out how to stream it to patrons. I think we may only do that. I don't think we're going to ever really do it for everything else. Just like licensing and stuff and all that other things and images. Like if we just do it for patrons, we don't have to like, worry about all that other stuff. So I think that's what we will do even in the
Because you'd have to make it like 100% homebrew.
Yeah, and then we'd have to get all the artwork made and stuff so that we could monetize everything.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things that's just like, let's not do that. The other option would be to just not monetize everything, which is fine. But I don't feel like I'm a good enough DM to put myself out there in front of everyone. I mean, granted, we would get a few views, but, who knows? I don't want to be picked on by everybody. Picked apart. Also,
okay.
I would say that our D&D is 50% homebrew.
Yeah.
It really is a lot of homebrew stuff. We take ideas and then I go, nah, I don't like that. Change. Monsters, I homebrew them on the fly. If I want them to be able to do something that I saw in another monster, I go, this one can do that now.
Oh.
And he does that. That's the thing he does. So it also keeps what's good about that is that you guys could never look up certain monsters and be like, oh, his AC is this high, because it probably isn't the same as the AC in the book. Even
still, don't a lot of like games have the AC like change depending, like not all zombies have the same exact HP and stuff like that.
Oh, HP, yeah, that.
AC. Never mind.
Yeah.
Brain.
So what's nice about Fantasy Grounds is that you can set it to auto roll their hit die or their HP die. So every monster in the monster manual has average HP, which is what a lot of people, when you're playing in real life, a lot of people do that so they don't have to roll every individual one. But it'll be like 10 HP or 2d6 plus 5. You know what I'm saying? And then the average, I don't know if that's the actual average, but the average would be 10. You know what I'm saying? Or 7. So then you could either take the average or you could roll for every individual one. D&D, or not D&D Beyond, Fantasy Grounds does it for you. So you add it to the battle tracker, it rolls initiative for you. It's sweet. I love it. I honestly think our combats are pretty good. Like they go by pretty fast because
I don't think so, but
I mean, compared to like how it used to be.
Compared to things like Critical Role, yes.
Well, I mean, they're awesome. They do so much acting and so much like
but like
entertaining.
One round is just like.
Yeah, but it's like so much more entertaining than like ours.
Hello, Edward. They said, "Hey guys, how's your week been?" Dude, starting like Wednesday, we were like, "It's Friday, right?" And then Thursday, we were like, "It's Friday, right?"
When did I get my shot?
Saturday. We forgot to talk about that.
Yeah. I got my first shot.
The Pfizer one. So I've been working every Saturday, times 2 so far. And it's sad because I understand at the same time, but it is sad also that people don't show up for their COVID vaccine appointments because there are thousands of people trying very desperately to get like an appointment, at least in Connecticut, for their vaccine, and then they can't. They're all booked up, and then they don't show up to their appointment. And I get it because
my God, me, can you hurry up? You're just saying that, geez.
Can't get vaccinated if they're like sick or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But we ended up with like a bunch that we were gonna have to throw away, so we were like scrambling to get people in the door so we didn't have to throw anything away. So you came and got your vaccine.
You take so long.
The end.
It was so easy. Whenever they do the clinic things, they always have leftover at the end if people don't show up. So they call the people that are on the list first. If they don't show up, obviously other people can take it. Didn't you guys still have to throw some out?
I think one.
Oh, that's good. That's not so bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was geez.
But
You had to like explain how like it sucks that people blah blah blah. It's just like, oh man, why do you? I feel so bad and blah, and you hate me. What didn't I do?
Have like even a lot of pain.
I didn't have any pain.
Yeah, I was like dying.
I'm a tough boy.
You had a different one than me.
Yeah, that's the excuse.
Mine was the hardcore one.
Yeah.
He had the baby one.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid of needles. I have a story about that too. I probably shouldn't say it live. I know, shocking, right? She turned 17 in a few weeks. Dang, dude. I thought you were like 17.
I thought you were like 18, 17.
Oh, hello, Jordan.
Granted, we've never seen you before.
Kerbo says mine, same, but mine was Madara, I think.
What are you talking about? I know who Madara is, but what are you talking about?
What one are you getting, Edward? Or do you not know? A lot of these clinics, like, you don't know what one you're getting. You just show up and it's like, we have this one
Moderna?
Today.
Is that what he meant?
Oh.
Is that what they meant?
Maybe, except Moderna is spelled Moderna.
Okay, but I mean, that would make way more sense than Madara.
The shot. Got it.
Not the Shinobi, right?
Yeah.
So,
dude,
speaking
I
of...
almost died from the Moderna one.
Dude, remember that part in our D&D session where Ken was like... And he like got his little things and he like, attacked Shin. And then you guys were like, oh no, Shin's gonna die.
And then he got
a swirly tattoo on his tummy.
AstraZeneca. You must not be in the U.S. because they don't have those here. Yeah, that shot, sorry. It's cool. I just automatically go to anime brain.
But the thing is, you read it and it didn't make sense.
True.
So,
but I was like, maybe we talked about something before that I forgot.
I mean, you were here. You were here, so you would know. You would know if we talked about it or not. What the hell happened to your phone?
It's just dirty. I gotta.
With what? What'd you rub on it? Toothpaste?
Bleach.
It looks like you put.
So if anything, it's very clean.
Toothpaste. It's pretty gross. Why you rub toothpaste on it?
See, now it's fine.
Okay.
I had no problem with my shot, just a knot in my arm for like a week.
A week?
Just wait. The second one is when it gets fun. About 15 hours after I almost died.
No, she didn't. She just felt crappy.
I literally did contemplate though. Like I was
dying?
Like, no. I was like, do I need to go to the hospital? Because this is probably the worst I've ever felt in like the last 15 years of my life. Mm-hmm. It was horrible. You turned 40 next... What? My whole life...
So basically, you're just saying that they act like a child. That Kerbo acts like a 17-year-old.
No, I don't.
That's literally what you just said, verbatim. Those are the words that came out of your mouth. You were like, what? How come you act like such a baby then, you big baby face?
People could think I'm 18. I'd be fine with it.
I wouldn't.
Kerbo, eek, I don't want anything in my arm. You'll be fine. Dude, the shot itself barely hurts. I gave him his. He was fine. You said you barely felt it.
Just to make you feel good about yourself.
Very funny.
It felt like my arm was getting ripped off and then reattached.
He was like, that's it?
I didn't say that's it. I know what flu shots feel like.
Always wondered how much effort it is getting the gray blonde color. In your hair, it all depends.
Totally.
So...
At all the efforts. If your hair is dark like mine, it's like...
A lot of effort.
It sucks.
You're gonna, like, murder your hair. It's gonna, like, get really damaged and probably break a lot.
I don't know if I'm gonna go back ever.
It's so damaging. Mine, I only have to bleach twice to get it this color, but the second bleaching, they use a special, like, purple bleach. And then they tone it. And then I literally have to use toning shampoo every single day. If you don't wash your hair then every day, then you just have to use toning shampoo every time you wash your hair. But yeah, you have to tone it a lot. Otherwise it goes like yellow very easily. And I even have some yellow coming through. Yes, I'm a child in a man's body. It's cool. I got good grades so far. A plus, blah, 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 blah. My mom says she's going to frame it because she said, I'm going to frame this because I don't think we'll see these kind of grades anymore. Why not, dude? Just keep up the good work.
Aren't those 2 C's not very good?
They're not.
They're passing.
Yeah, they're passing. Wow, that's cool. I'd be much calmer if you administered it. You'll be fine. I'm sure whoever does it is perfectly trained, and they probably do 1 million of them a day, or like.
Also,
100.
the needle is like a hair.
Small.
It's like a hair.
It is. I've worked with a few different needles now with the COVID clinics.
Just don't flex your arm because if you do,
it hurts.
Then the needle will break inside your arm.
That's not true. Don't listen to
and
him.
then it'll work its way all the way out your finger, and then you're gonna bleed out your finger because that's the route that it'll go.
They tell you
it'll go like down to your finger, and it'll try to turn, and then as soon as it tries to turn, it'll go, and then it'll just shoot out, and then all of your blood will shoot out of your finger, and then you'll have like a water gun finger, but blood instead of gun and water. I mean. Still a gun. That's true. It's a commonly known
They tell
thing.
you not to tense like that because it actually increases the arm pain later.
But so keep your arm relaxed. I'm serious though. Like it can happen.
No, it cannot.
It'll go down your arm and then you'll get blood finger.
No.
It's pretty scary. I saw a kid have
Home
it once.
Alone or How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Grinch.
Yeah, it's shorter.
Well, and Home Alone is just like. It is like part of my.
No, the other one is better. The one with the you'll shoot your eye out, kid. That one's better.
Oh yeah.
That one's just more fun.
Home Alone just makes me anxious.
Yeah.
Like
it's super,
when I watch it, I'm like.
It's kind of scary. Those guys are creepy.
They're creepy and like
I
always had a huge fear as a kid of like being left somewhere by accident. So.
Also, I'm pretty sure that like if
it's very triggering.
If they got hurt like that, they would die. A lot of those things.
Yeah, he got like hit in the head with like a paint can.
Also, they would die, and then that kid would get sent to juvie, and possibly the parents would get like arrested for leaving the kid at home by himself. And then they did it again in the second movie.
Thanks,
I was just
guys.
like,
I feel much better about the whole thing now. You will be perfectly fine.
But just don't flex, because then it'll break and you'll get bloody.
Don't
the
listen
finger
to him.
gun, blood gun.
It is important though to keep your arm as relaxed as possible. And they'll tell you that if you're tense, like they won't give it to you until you relax. Sit down if you need to. I was a really bad drug addict. Don't really remember my 20s. Think that may be why I'm still immature. Dude, I don't think liking stuff that we like is immature.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think so at all.
Because the only reason I always think that people are younger is because
you're old.
You like the same stuff that I like and I've liked for the past 20 something years or more years. So it's old. Like I always think, and plus I think of myself as 18 maybe internally. So hello Ethan, shut up, don't make a comment. A Christmas story. I'm gonna make a sentence from my what? Okay.
Predictive.
I can't. That word is just like blurring to me for some reason.
She's so sad.
She's so sad. They're punished. They didn't. No, we did tell the story about the dog, correct?
And they pooped everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then ate it, and then puked it up.
We talked about that.
Yeah,
right?
we talked about that last week.
And then last night, apparently,
it was the same day that we recorded. It was that Friday morning.
You're right. And then exactly a week later, they pooped and peed in the house again. I don't know what is wrong with these dogs, but they're punished.
They're like Friday live day.
The hunter is a little bit more than a green, light gray.
It's just a thing that made up a thing. So.
What?
Just don't worry about it, Mick. It doesn't make sense. It's not something that's supposed to make sense.
He said yes, it made me laugh out loud. Okay, I remember. But then again, that could have been the live stream or something. Or I mean the game.
What?
When she laughed out loud. But then I remember you saying you pulled over to tell us that it made you laugh out loud. So I got it.
The dog?
I remember.
Thing?
Yeah, the story.
I already told you. We talked about it.
I know, but
you don't
forgot,
believe me?
Dude.
You tease the one that has to tell you for you to believe what happened? Jeez Louise. I have a light right here. Where is it? Right here.
I have a canker sore.
I don't care. That's weird to tell me and to tell everyone.
Why? It's just an ulcer
it's
in your mouth.
Still weird.
You can't catch it.
It's still weird.
Kiss me.
No, get away from me, you gross.
Everyone always like misconstrues canker sores with cold sores. You can't catch a canker sore. It's not catchable.
I know, but it's a very similar word.
It's not at all.
What do you mean? What are the two words?
Canker and cold.
Yeah, and sore. They literally both have sore in them.
Yeah, but
and they both start in the same way.
You can't catch it.
Doesn't matter. They're very similar words.
Do you miss the beard, Kivox?
No, I don't.
It's too itchy.
Don't tell me what it is.
It's
you
gross.
Don't experience it.
I kiss you and it's like...
You don't kiss me, so what's the point?
I kiss you every day.
No, you just like give me a little smooch. That's not a kiss.
Now you won't kiss me. I asked you to kiss me.
Yeah, I'm not going to. That's gross. You have a canker sore.
You can't catch it.
I don't know. Don't do it.
Yes, Kivox, we need someone to confirm before we believe you.
Okay. Yeah. Well, look up the needle thing. I guarantee it.
Oh my God. Don't look that stuff up.
Look it up.
Oh my God.
Broken needle.
I actually, it wasn't me.
You broke a needle?
No.
Somebody broke a needle?
No, it was an anesthesiologist.
Broke a needle.
That was giving a
Did they break a
epidural.
Needle? Just tell me what they broke.
And the tip of the needle fell off. The spine.
It didn't fall off. It broke off.
In the person's spine.
Because it doesn't normally fall off.
She was a pregnant lady about to give birth.
Did she die?
No.
Oh, thank goodness. Did they get it out?
I don't know.
They had the surgery yet.
I wasn't there.
They got to give her another epidural.
No, because the medicine...
To then...
oh, yeah. They couldn't keep it in there. I don't know.
Actually, I don't know either.
Hiya.
Hi. Did we talk about what we're doing next week?
Going to Florida. I found out I don't have to get tested anymore.
So we're going. We're doing a road trip.
Did she become paralyzed? No, she didn't.
We're going to Florida.
Florida.
We're leaving next Saturday, not this week, next Saturday. So next Friday we're gonna do the live stream, and then you're working in the morning. No, afternoon.
Yeah, it's weird. I was working 8 to 4:30, and then they were like, "Hey, we don't need you till 12:30," and I was like, "Oh."
Okay, so we're gonna sleep in as late as possible.
Which means me, I could sleep until
like
11.
Everything ready. No, you can't. There's no way you could sleep that late.
No, Oswin wouldn't let me.
Also, if you need to be there by 12, you cannot sleep until 11.
No, because we have to drop off the dog.
And we need to get everything ready.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we're sleeping in as late as possible, doing all that stuff. And then I got to drop you off at work.
Yeah.
And then I got...
The worst part is like, I've also never been there before, so we're going to have to figure out where to drop me off. Mm-hmm. Chelsea said, well, I'm glad I heard that needle breaking in the spine story after having all my children. It is like, from what I understand, like ridiculously rare.
It's because she flexed.
Oh my God.
She shouldn't have flexed.
So the doctor
Problem solved.
I wasn't even involved in this. I heard about it like I was on the floor, but like not my patient. I had nothing to do with it.
Like
but
laughing?
Of course,
wait, you were on the floor like laughing?
No, like on the unit, the floor of the
floor
hospital.
Unit.
And
like the G.
I wasn't involved at all, but of course, like everyone,
floor G.
Talks about their cases, especially something like that. Like I didn't even know who the lady was, but I knew that something had happened. And the doctor was like, I've never even heard of this. And apparently they were like looking it up and it was like super ridiculously rare. So I'm sure you're fine.
This is a legitimate question.
I would totally get an epidural if I were to get pregnant.
This is a legitimate question, okay. Are floors ever lettered? Like, do they have letters? Like floor A,
Yes.
floor B. Yeah?
Yeah.
So
Wait,
like,
I don't know.
Like, could there be like
Instead of like 1, 2, and 3?
like a F floor F?
I don't know.
Or like a unit? Could there be like an F unit?
Yes.
So therefore, could there be a G unit?
I'm sure.
A G. Yes. So good.
I'm the type of person who can't eat a whole burger, but I'm the type who can eat a large Costco salad. I don't like salad.
I like super salad. You just put a pizza right on top of it, pizza slice, and then you eat it.
I'm sure that would be delicious.
It would be. Be like a salad pizza.
I just noticed the Avatar shirt. That's a nice one.
Oh yeah, it's a nice one.
See, that's why you don't flex on people. Just don't flex people.
Imagine that you're getting that like epidural on your spine, and you're just like.
You have to flex when they stab you with those. I didn't have an epidural though. I had the one. The spinal tap.
Isn't that the same thing?
Epidurals. It's not really a needle. It's like a. It is sort of. It's very thin though, and it stays in your spine, and it administers.
So it's like an IV for your spine.
Kind of, yeah.
Cool. Why don't you just
But
describe
an epidural is like an influx. It goes actually into a different space. It goes into your subdural space, something like that. I'm not a baby doctor or a baby nurse.
Wait, you put those in babies?
I'm not an OB nurse.
So wait.
So like it actually. You put it in a different place and you give it like a whole dose at a time and it makes you completely numb.
The baby? Why would you want a numb baby?
Did you get the bad headache?
Please answer my question.
That people get spinals can get really bad headaches afterward.
I just want to know why would you numb
flex.
the baby?
You go. Well, I guess it's kind of like you have to sit like this. So like F that floor. That joke / long sigh. Gotta go. Be up in 7 hours. Goodbye, Edward.
Bye.
You got this.
Are they going tomorrow?
Yeah, I said thanks for the reassurance.
Nice. Just don't flex.
They won't do it if you flex.
What if you flex when it's in there?
Then that's just weird. Who
You're
does
like,
that?
you put it in and you go. I have a question for you guys that are here right now. D&D related, okay? Video related. I want to dabble into the D&D stuff. I know that there's only like one person here that plays. Are any of our like patrons here besides?
T is listening.
Okay. So
Chelsea,
anyway, question is
Ethan.
I have a couple of ideas for some videos.
Captivated.
But I feel like none of them are really good ideas. They're just kind of like what I like about D&D, why you should play D&D. I already did like the starter guide thing, which I was thinking like I don't know, there's just so much to do. There's so many things that I could do. I kind of want to like get some feelers out there and see like what, if anything, you guys would prefer to see. I just want to like get back into like something I really like to do. You know what I mean?
So I won't flex. Andrea says I DM and I'm a patron.
Nice.
No headaches, but with Lydia, I got super nauseated, and yeah, you have to hunch your back and push it out as much as you can, and you're like the size of a whale. Aw.
So I do like a lot of, like I said, homebrew stuff. I'd say like 50% of our stuff is homebrew. Like your class is a class, but it's significantly changed. All of your weapons are homebrewed. Yeah. A lot of like all of the 2 sorcerers are homebrew. They're adjusted. They're not standard sorcerers, because the sorcerer class kind of sucks. It's kind of not great.
I like the idea of why you should play or any other beginner type videos because I know absolutely nothing about it. My girlfriend's been a DM for years and she will probably watch.
Nice. Well, I mean,
it won't be really for seasoned people though.
Yeah, but maybe. But if I talk about like the homebrew stuff that I do, because that's like my favorite part.
That's interesting because like I think because we know someone that plays very by the book, and I like your style way better.
It's
It
more
just makes it more fun.
It's more flexible,
to,
though.
like,
That's the thing.
because sometimes in a session we'll talk about, like, if we don't really, if the book says it a certain way, like, we'll talk to each other and think, like, yeah, okay, well, this other way could work technically, and, like, we give examples of, like, why it could work, and, like, as long as it makes sense to me, like, it's fun to kind of play around with the rules. But our old DM was, like, 100% against that.
I want to. This was not my idea. I watch a lot of YouTube D&D stuff, but I recently found an idea for short rest and long rest and that type of stuff. And basically, the general thing, I really like it because, like, I feel like a lot of times our days are so jam packed. You guys take a long rest, and then you guys are, like, back to 100%, and now you guys can, you just defeated the dragon, and now, like, oh, let's go. We're not even gonna rest. We're not gonna take a break. We're not gonna take a day off at all. We're just gonna go one day right after the other, and then literally, you guys will get into trouble every single day. So, like, I've always had trouble slowing you guys down. Like, I can never slow you down enough. You guys do take several rests during the day, and then you take your one long rest. But there's a thing where you basically buff short rest by making them shorter, so you don't have to rest for a full hour. It's like a breather.
But it's not like you actually rest for an hour.
Listen, you buff it, and then you nerf the
healing or something.
long rest by making it longer.
See, that one doesn't make sense to me.
It does.
I'm just like...
So listen, you just went into a fight, right? You got beat up. Okay, you got a little beat up. Cool. Now you're going to take a quick little breather before you guys move on, right? You're not going to need a whole hour. You're not really going to get a benefit out of a whole hour as opposed to, like, a couple minutes to just kind of, literally catch your breath. Because
I personally have never played a class that benefits from a short rest really besides healing. So... And I don't like using my hit die if I can help it. Especially, like, if I'm a level 6, I don't like using more than 3 because I won't get them back. So, like, to me, I don't like short resting.
Okay. But a lot of your teammates do benefit from short rests. Like, they get, like, half of their things back from short rest.
They're just going to have to convince me because otherwise I'm not going to.
But anyway, the idea is there's 3 different rests. There's the short rest, which is actually like a little breather. And then there's the, like, middle rest, which you're going to get some of your things back.
Called resting my eyes.
But you only really need to rest for, like, 4 hours at night. And then there's the long rest, which takes, like, a week.
But then that, like, takes away the advantage of, like, elves only having to meditate for 4 hours.
Who cares? Elves suck anyway.
Anyway.
They're the worst.
He says, I am awesome. Andrea says, I'd like to see you... like your take and tips and tricks to running games and such, like how you rule stuff, how you approach the game, things related to you and D&D specifically. Like your mindset and your take on D&D things. I don't know if I'm explaining it well.
Yeah, there's a lot there though, right? So I would have to, like, pick, like, one thing, like how do we do whatever. I'm constantly, not constantly, like, it's been a while since I've brought out, like, a homebrew thing for you guys, right? There was that right when we started, like, it was like a couple months in, I was like, okay, guys, we're changing this, and this. I got a very negative response from you. Everybody else was like, okay, and then after that day, I adjusted it, made it a little bit less
but, like,
aggressive.
That was when you were also less likely to, like, listen to our opinions and, like, I told you exactly why I thought that was a bad idea, and you were just like, whatever. I'm not listening to you.
Well,
so you were like...
Because the way that...
Our old DM.
No. Because the way that you are is you always want things the easiest way. You don't think of it in, like, a... You only... Make.
I disagree.
Make. Okay, so this is what happens. Gorko. You're like, hey, can Gorko goes in there? And I'm like, no, Gorko's not going in there. One of you 4 have to go in there. There are 4 PCs right now, player characters, and there's one non-player character that is being played by me. He's not going to go in there and, like, see if there's a trap for you. That's your guy's job. He's just here for support. But anyway, what you'll do is you'll meet a wizard, a big bad as in like big, strong, wizard. And you're like, hey, can you go help us kill a dragon? That's what you always want to do.
That's not true. I have not done that in this game. When?
You have me.
When?
You 100%.
When?
Have. That's just how you are.
You can't tell me.
That's how, I can't remember right now. I'm sure you wanted Kivox to come and help you.
No, I never asked him to. Never. T, back me up. All right. She did it the same way, constantly changing things to match whatever crazy things the group came up with. That was Kerbo. I house roll short rest to 30 minutes. Long rests are 6 hours, though. Balance-wise, they're not really meant to be too fast. Short rest, 15 minutes.
Yeah, so, like, the idea is you get most of your things back, but it just kind of slows down time a little bit because, like, otherwise you guys just... Like, the way that the game is built, it's very gamey, where, like, literally if you don't role play and you don't decide, like, oh, my character is... as a player, you don't decide.
We spent half of the game last time role-playing.
Yes, and that was about 2 hours in-game that you guys did that for. Therefore, you had the other 22 hours to just go do stuff.
Anyway.
That's my point. Do you understand?
I would keep long rest the same and short rest shorter. At least that's my approach. T said, convince Yumiko to take a rest, LOL. My standard home rules is like... the rest thing and crit on checks and crit fails. T says she's not getting between us.
Yeah, we don't do crits on
don't get
checks.
on the DM's bad side. I always tell them to stop giving the DM ideas. They'll be like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you just gave them an idea. Stop.
I don't know why you do that.
Why?
I mean, I like when you guys keep yourselves honest, like you remind me like, oh, actually, I don't have this thing anymore. And I'm like, oh, thanks. Shin's good at it.
We're always honest like that.
Yeah, pretty much. For the most part, yeah.
I'm not the cheater.
I never, like, when you guys don't give me ideas, like, ever. Maybe you guys point out things to me that I miss, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Which I'm always very appreciative.
Who's more competitive out of who?
Out
Two
of
of us? Him.
I'm not competitive.
You are way more competitive than me.
When it comes to what?
Just anything.
Like what?
I don't know, video games.
I'm not competitive? Against who, though? Myself?
No, like other people.
I hate competitive anything.
So
you know that.
Are you getting bored making wands?
It's not getting bored. It's just like...
Getting bored.
Getting bored. Not making them. Making them is fine. That's great. It's just like, the other stuff. Also, my room is not doing so good.
I do because it can lead to a lot of fun with the crits on social checks, even if it can be hard to explain sometimes.
I don't like doing it because then people are like, I succeed in this crazy thing I want to do.
Well, we don't know.
I want to seduce a dragon, and it's just like, that's not gonna happen, bud.
So we play on Fantasy Grounds, and there's like a dice tower thing that like we can't see our checks a lot of the time.
Yeah, I keep that stuff secret.
Like, if he thinks it's going to influence how we play the game, he makes us roll it secretively.
Now, if it's just something fun and, like, we're going to just see, you know what I mean? And you ask, like, oh, I think I want everybody to see, you know what I mean? But if it's like you guys are trying to get an insight check on someone and I already don't like the way insight works where, like, people use it as, like, a lie detector, because there are, like, other spells and stuff that like don't let people lie and all that, makes those less useful if you could just do a check. But insight checks. So if I'm like, oh, can I insight Yumiko? And then I roll and I don't know what it is. The DM says, okay, you definitely believe her. So I want you to play out that you believe her. It's as simple as that. So like,
so
it's like, okay,
you roll
so
really
you don't
bad and they deceive you, or you roll really good and they're telling the truth.
And a lot of times people like, if you don't need to know if it's true or not, you just need to know if if you believe them or don't believe them,
I
right?
personally just think it's dumb because when you play in real life, that doesn't happen. Like, you roll your own die.
Or you could have a dice tower. Dice towers are real things that you can use.
But then the DM has to remember all of your, like, what do you call
They
it?
could just write
Add-ons.
it. They could just write it down. It's just usually insight.
All right.
So like stealth is another one that I do, that I make them roll secretly, so only I can see, because I this has happened, and I've done it before as a player where I roll stealth. I'm like, okay, I want to be sneaky, and then I'm like, boom, I roll a 1, and I'm like, okay,
Not gonna be sneaky
I'm not
anymore.
gonna go in that room, but I'm sneaking. You know, like people do that, and it's like, okay, well, if you don't know, then you're still gonna try, and then when you get there, if you failed your sneak, and there's a guard in there, he hears you. You know, you step on a thing and it makes some noise.
You could just have us do the action and then tell us to roll the stealth.
You could, but then that's not normally what you guys like do, you know?
T says, I'm always afraid to cheat, so I say everything.
Some people do that. Some people will like only roll stealth when there's somebody there perceiving.
Or like if you're doing something, like I don't know, but then it takes away the whole like environmental thing, because like what if you step on a twig or whatever? I don't know. Like, well, that's you can be unstealthy, like just in the act of doing something, like or before.
So what I was saying is, like, let's say you're sneaking, right? Your group is sneaking. You guys are going in. You're like, okay, we're gonna try to be stealthy. I'm like, okay, go be stealthy. You're doing it. And then once you get close enough to where somebody can hear you, then I would say, okay, roll stealth.
Yeah.
And then everybody rolls, and then I'm like, okay, no one hears you at this moment, you know, and you guys continue to move. That type of stuff.
Just sick of wand reviews. Someone wrote. Kerbo wrote. My wands would be just shapes and complicated to hold.
I was thinking about making a Reddit thing. I'm not sure how Reddit works.
I don't even know how.
But I was thinking about making like a thing for us, like a wand review, or you know, Ender's wand type thing, related to this channel, so that people could post on there. And then I think somebody made this suggestion before, and then I could just go through it in a video and not have to worry about, you know, it would make it easier for me editing. It'd probably be easier to do too.
Wee wee. She's got a rectangle butt. Have you ever noticed?
No, I've never noticed that our
It's
cat
very
has a rectangular butt.
Look at it.
What does that even wear?
She's very,
where is
like,
her butt?
Square.
Cats don't have butts. They have anuses.
Okay. I mean, for me, the players say what they want to do before the check, and then they can't, like, not do it after. That's what I said. Never had a player try to not sneak or get out of it if they rolled bad. I see a cat in the back room. That's my boopy shmoo.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? They usually don't get out of it, but I feel like a lot of times you won't be as daring. You know, if you know that you rolled a nat 20 and you have a +9 to your sneak, you're like invisible, right? And now you're just gonna go do a bunch of crazy stuff because you know you rolled super well. So it's just like in the back of your head. You may not be consciously doing it, but you're gonna, you know, unless you're like the best and you're just like super good at acting out stuff. I just, you know, I don't trust them. What are you doing, you weirdo? Where'd you even go?
Time out. I got with this dirty.
I can help you.
You don't gotta squeak. What? Why are you yelling?
She's gonna ruin your shirt.
So
Yep, there it is. She's stuck on it.
She's like double stuck. Okay. Whew. I mean, we try not to metagame, but yeah, I get your point. I always thought you made a decision to do something, then roll to see if you're successful. By the way, Kivox, are you caught up on Andrew Rowe yet?
No, I think the new one is out, right? But the audiobook isn't out yet. I'm waiting.
Okay, everyone pause the stream. Actor, writer, director, and editor, I cannot choose. What's the choice? I'm confused.
I don't know, man.
Who's a cute kitty? Are you adorbs? Give me loves. Yum, 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 yum. You're the cutest kitty I ever saw.
Oh, wow. Time flew, huh? It's already 7:43.
I want to go read.
That's nice.
What do you want?
So what do you guys think? Let's vote on, throw out some ideas for D&D videos. I have some time tomorrow. I will try to record one if we can do it. We got to focus, though. Let's focus. You guys are my think group. Think tank. That's what they're called. Think tank.
I'm caught up on everything but the latest book, waiting on audio, though it's really hard.
Yeah, I remember Kim Possible.
I never really watched it. Maybe like a few episodes.
I didn't watch that much either. I watched Dexter's Lab.
It was all right.
And Kim Possible was Disney, I think. That's why I didn't watch it.
Anyone remember Rocket Power?
Yeah, of course.
I talked
that
about Rocket Power today at work. My coworker was like, "What?" And I was like,
"Your coworkers are older than us."
They're not that much older. Dude.
They're old. They're like
not a decade, but like a generation.
Yeah,
not even
more than the generation.
So, does anyone remember the episode of Rocket Power where they're in like an amusement park or somewhere, or it's like a zoo or something? It's like there's the map and the little dot, and it's like,
yeah. How did they know?
Here. How did they know?
That was Twister, right?
So I was on.
Was it Twister? Wasn't that his name? He was a dumb one.
We named my cat after him.
Was it really?
Twister, yeah.
That's why he was named that.
So
nice. Wasn't it? Was Squid? Wasn't one the nerdy?
Oh heck, I don't know.
He was like
Sam. His real name, or wasn't his real name Sam? And they called him like Squid.
Squid, or right? Because he was like the new guy.
But
Real Monsters. Yeah, we remember that.
So I was on a website today, and the website literally said like, "You are here." So I took a picture of it and sent it to my sister, and I was like, "How did they know?" It was great. And my coworker was like, "Why are you laughing?" And I'm like, "Because this is hilarious." Right? It was so funny.
I think that joke was like in The Simpsons as well. The Simpsons did it.
What's the sitch? My favorite quote. I can't lie. Kivox kind of looks like a Tom Cruise. I think he looks like
George
Clooney.
Thanks, man.
He has George Clooney's like jaw and mouth.
And I'm old like George Clooney.
And teeth. To be honest, I'm not really into D&D, so I don't have any ideas.
It's okay.
Yes, Rocket Power.
Maybe we can change that, and you could get into D&D.
I liked Real Monsters. It was pretty good.
Who said they don't like D&D or not into it?
Kerbo, didn't you just say like your girlfriend DMs or something?
Yeah, but he's not his girlfriend, is he?
No. You can watch all those shows on Paramount Plus. I'm watching Ink Master on that, and it sucks because there's 10,000 commercials.
It's almost like normal cable. Ugh.
I use my mom's login because we don't have cable.
Hey, don't tell him that. That's not. Don't tell him that.
The Simpsons did everything. That's true. They have like 40 seasons. If I was a Harry Potter character, I said that, not them. My name would be something. It's complicated. All right. Nope.
Oh, Selecoyo. Selecoyo. That's how I read.
Oh my, that cat's so cute, just staring at you. I love this cat. You're my kitty. Who's my kitty? Do you love your mommy? I think so. You're the prettiest.
I said it right. I said it like 5 times.
What you doing?
Real monsters.
I thought you were doing.
Remember?
Angry Angry Beavers.
Yeah. Remember Angry Beavers? That was good. That was good. Remember that?
Daggett.
Yeah. Norbert, right? Was the other one?
That show was great.
My favorite episode is still when they grew out their teeth. That was my favorite episode.
I still say
that's the one that I remember the most.
Classic from my childhood, and it was even, I would say more so my later childhood, was SpongeBob. SpongeBob has some of the most epic moments. I missed out. Like
I missed out
quotes and stuff, and he'll be like, "What the heck is that?"
The
and
pizza thing is pretty funny.
Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. Krusty Krab.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What about the best friends forever ring?
Anyway, so ideas. Nobody ever said anything. We don't have any. I
think Meek secretly stole one of your monsters, Kivox. Why? Because I'm hyper or something?
No, you're not hyper. You're just like not in a bad mood like you normally are.
Go Power Rangers. SpongeBob can still be watched as old people. It's entertaining.
Oh no, SpongeBob is still
SpongeBob.
good. Yeah,
it's
definitely.
So you're good. You're good. There's so many amazing moments in that show. I would totally rewatch it.
Ideas, or what do you guys want to see? What do you want me to do first? When it comes to like the way I run a game, or the way I prep, or the way maybe things I allow people to do that not everyone would allow. Oh man, I came up with some cool ideas this week for stuff. Ooh, I want to also work on the Weeping Angels were in our campaign, remember?
Yeah. So we watched all of the newer stuff of Doctor Who from like the 9th Doctor on, but we didn't like the last chick, so we didn't watch like one whole season of her. I think. Did we miss a whole season?
We stopped at the end of the 2nd season.
No, first season.
First season?
Yeah, it was not
And then
2.
we didn't watch. Yeah, you're right. Because we were like, ugh.
It was so bad. So bad. And it sucks because I wanted to like her so much.
Yeah, she looked cool.
Her outfit was dope.
Mm-hmm.
I have her jacket.
But her face.
No, there's nothing wrong with her face. But like her
character
is terrible.
What do you mean?
Oh, the face she makes.
Yeah, her face.
We were literally like scrolling
through
This is
her using her...
like Apple TV the other day, and like there was like a still of like Doctor Who, and it was her going.
It's like what she always does, and it's just like, ugh.
The way you prep.
Ugh. There's a lot there. It's a lot of reading over and over, rereading. If I'm running like part of a module, it's just a lot of like rereading it like 5 times, taking notes. But yeah. I can definitely do that. Ooh. I want to do a custom anime girl character class. That's the idea. Like Sailor Moon or Card Captors or something like that, you know? I think that would be funny.
Only if she can go like, in the name of the moon,
she could do whatever you want. They don't say things based on their class. They say it based on the character that you make. You can say whatever you want to say. As like Yumiko could say that if you want her to.
Oh, Shokyo. She was like so cool. Tiara, something or other. I read my spells every time I use them. You should watch Star versus the Forces of Evil.
I've tried. I watched like the first couple episodes. It was pretty cool.
My favorite Doctor Who is the 10th Doctor. Who is yours? The 11th. This season of the Lady Doctor is actually pretty good. I don't believe you. The last 3 episodes of the last series, I can't lie, she can't scream, and the Doctor needs to be able to scream. She's going to regen.
I know. I can't wait.
Did they say who it's going to be?
The new Doctor? No, they haven't announced that yet. No. They're going to wait till like her next season is over. basically.
I
They're
was
gonna wait till
so
the end.
excited to have a girl doctor.
I mean, maybe they'll make another girl one. Like, you know,
but
that's...
they had to make the girl stupid. She was like,
Well, I know.
what do
She's
I
an
do?
idiot.
The doctor is supposed to be ridiculously crazy smart and be able to come up with these crazy schemes to figure out weird things, and that's his thing or their thing or whatever, and she just totally screwed it up.
They also, like, retconned her whole, like...
I heard you tell me that, but I don't remember
it's so...
that,
like,
I missed that episode.
I want them to just, like, reboot it.
No, you said you heard someone talk about it.
Just
You
like,
did.
no, I didn't watch anything. I just watched a bunch of videos about
Yeah.
it, like, explaining it. It's so disappointing. The BBC is, like, going downhill, man. They really only care about, like, the whole...
Being like diverse.
Being diverse, yeah. They don't care about making
Which is
good
sad because I feel
stuff.
like Doctor Who was always diverse. Besides the Doctor himself,
Yeah.
there's always been a very diverse
Great
group.
female characters.
Yeah.
The last one had Bill.
Bill. I love Bill.
She was so good.
Great.
That season of Capaldi was my favorite season of Capaldi. Like, she was awesome with him. Like, I loved them together. She was my favorite companion for Capaldi. I hated Clara. I liked her at the beginning, and I didn't like her toward the end.
That's where your name comes from. Yeah.
But, like, Matt Smith was my favorite Doctor. I love him so much. And then Amy Pond was awesome.
Have you watched Birds of Prey? No. As a kid watching Sailor Moon, it was awesome, but watching it now, it sucks. It doesn't suck.
It's terrible.
Nostalgic.
It's
okay?
terrible.
Dude, I will admit, like, I watched it again in, like, my 20s, and some of it's a bit ridiculous. The manga is good. If you've ever read the manga or haven't, I think you would like it. If you liked the show originally, it's way different. Like, Mamoru, or whatever his name, Mamoru, Tuxedo Mask, he's not, like, a jerk to her. Like, he actually cares about her, and she's still a bit of a...
Darian?
Darian.
Moonlight Night was my favorite.
Yeah. But, like, it's good. And, like, I really like the manga a lot. The show just kind of goes over the top.
Because he was a knight. And the word play. Moonlight Night.
But Sailor Moon will always be, like, as a kid, she was, like, my idol. I loved her. She was, like, I thought she was so cool and so badass. And I was just like, she's who I want to be when I grow up. And so she'll always have a special place in my heart. But I did watch it in my 20s, and it was a bit over the top, especially like the uterus thing. It was uterus.
When is your daylight savings in England?
There are 3 episodes of the last series that are good because the master, they went back to... Why are you telling us all this stuff?
I already know it. It's not good.
Really good Cybermen. I hate the Cybermen.
Cybermen are the worst. They're like knockoff like Daleks that suck.
I don't know, maybe how you handle the plot when a player does something you don't expect in D&D. Missy was good. I agree.
Yeah.
I liked her character a lot.
Yeah.
Goodbye. I really have to say, like, for the most part, I liked all of the companions. The Clara one did go on a little long. By the end of it, I was like, okay, dude, it's time for a new companion.
Yeah.
But I liked Amy.
And she was
Tori.
OP. She was too OP. She was just like, she always like was like
smart,
like a smarty pants, but not like in like a.
Who's the chick we're on now? Martha, the doctor.
Yeah,
lady?
I like
her.
She's good.
Rose was
Rose was
like,
terrible.
She's kind of.
She was so dumb.
She
She was like the dumbest.
She's not a bad character though.
No, I mean there was that whole
It got way too
thing.
like much with like the sexual tension though. It was a little weird, and it got weird. But
it's still not over.
What?
Like, it only really ends, I feel like, after with her. Like, I think she still shows up for Matt Smith at some point. She does. She shows up in, I think, the 50th anniversary one.
It's always the weekend. Martha speaks?
I don't know if that's a quote from the thing.
No.
I don't remember.
Oh my God, Dr. Donna. I love Donna so much.
So
I know.
You're not remembering certain things. There's a specific scene.
I do remember.
You're getting them confused a bit. The Dr. Donna thing.
No, I'm not. I don't think.
You are. Because I rewatched that scene, and I'm like, huh. I don't remember this at all. I thought this was a different part.
Oh. Girlfriends that always loved Donna and Doctor Who. She's like amazing. Oi!
Yeah. They were great. Oh, I mean, that's it. Dude.
Have you seen I like how, doesn't she show up in one of the earlier episodes and then she comes back as a companion?
She shows up and then like they have their, I think it was a Christmas special.
Yeah,
she was like in her bridal her dress or whatever.
She's getting married.
Yeah.
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We saw episode 1, but not today's episode. So please, no spoily. Or just don't spoil any of them for anyone.
Not yet, at least. By the end of it, if they haven't watched like the first episode, like, come on, bro, come on.
Mainly, they bring back. Wow, dude, that's spoilers for people, man. What if they wanted to watch that?
What? Should I not read it?
No. We should go.
Oh yeah, it's time to go. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the ideas. I'm gonna work on something, and yeah.
Figure it out.
Hopefully we'll have some fun. I want to start like making more videos again, but it's just been like it's felt like a job, like a chore to do certain things. You know what I mean? And like I don't like it.
I feel like we've just been really busy.
That too.
Really busy.
Especially on the weekends.
Working 6 days a week.
But yeah, I'm still gonna make wands. Don't worry about that. But we're definitely gonna cut down on that. So if you're here for that, I'm sorry, but hopefully you enjoy us enough as dumb people that you like to watch talk about dumb stuff, and you guys stick around. Thanks for watching this far. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys, for so long.
We made it the whole hour. What do you think, huh? You gonna be girl?
So that's not the mouse. This is the mouse. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. There we go. We did it. Say bye, Meek. Say bye, Oswin. Say bye, Oswin.
Did you say it?
Say it. Thank you.
Yeah. I love you.
Did you say it?
Cat. No. Bye, Oswin.
Bye, bye, bye.
I love you, you stupid cat. Who's stupid? No, you're not stupid.